Good morning. Today we have the pleasure to come with us with our very good friends, one of the most important people in the olive oil international sector. He's Mr. Ghedira. He's the executive manager of the executive director of the International Olive Oil Council, the organization which more capability in order to manage the olive oil sector in the 76 countries in the world, and which in the last years they are doing a very good job in order to promote, in order to try to expand the olive oil culture around the world. Good evening, Mr. Ghedira. How are you?
Thank you, Juan Villar, for this interview and for the importance given to the development of the olive sector around the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for participating in these events. Then we can begin with the first question. As you know very well, the olive oil is already producing now in 67 countries in the world. How do you see the evolution in the international olive environmental the current situation, please?
Well, so I can perhaps start to refer to your last book with detailed biography of olive oil.
Okay, thank you.
On the world, and I have indeed identified 67 producers in the 5 continents, and these figures has been confirmed by the IOC. So I confirm, and also I can confirm that the olive growing has become globalized following 3 factors. First, the improvement and adaptation of the varieties to extreme climates.
Okay.
As you know, we work closely with our 3 international olive collection in Cordoba, Marrakesh, and Izmir, as well with the national collections of our members' country to identify the varieties, facilitate the exchange of healthy plants, and monitor their behavior in different climate conditions. So we have also the socio-economic and environmental advantage and of olive growing, and it's very important to consider it. The first thing, and finally, of course, is the evolution of the olive growing technologies. Now we can consider that the sector has evolved in recent years from crop limited to specific climates to global crop with climatological limits, and it's very important to take it in consideration. For example, Saudi Arabia, which is a few years has become a significant producer with a very good quality of olive oil. Georgia has also followed the model and currently has its own olive growing. Uzbekistan and Mauritania are already among the countries with which the IOC has signed agreements to support olive growing and develop consumption and prevent fraud according to IOC international standards.
Totally agree with you. Now you can find, as you are talking about, the olive tree in Canada, in Germany, in all this in UK, in the south of the UK, you can find also olive trees, and then it's totally sure that it's totally. I totally agree with you in these conclusions. But it's important that the olive oil is producing now in 67 countries, but in my opinion, it's most important that up to now, all the world is consuming olive oil. This is one of the most important things in the last years. Now we are working in a job in which we are analyzing how is the behavior of the consumer in 199 countries. What, in your opinion, which one is the reason for this expansion, please?
Yes, it's true that the international market of olive oil is becoming very important, although these products represent only 3% of the vegetable oils. So it's very important to point this. Effectively, our statistics show that more than the quarter of the production is destined to non-member countries with a continuous evolution of demand. I think globalization has allowed many countries and consumers to know the health benefits of these products. I will not quote this now, you know it, but I can tell you that Japan and Saudi Arabia are betting on olive oil in the guidelines of prevention against some disease. So it's important. It's now on the political way, and I point this also. And my latest discussion with several African and Asian countries allow me to conclude that the issue is how to ensure a continuous and economically supply. It's very important for the consumption. Be sure all the world know what is this product. You represent only 3%, but the question how to ensure a continuous and economically supply to those countries.
Totally, yes. Fully agree. And then only the percentage is so low, but in my opinion, is one of the best oils in order to consume in the world. Then maybe this is the first reason, I think, no, like you are talking about.
Sure, for sure.
Okay, and the level of the International Olive Oil Council is fundamental in this last year or during all the life of the International Olive Oil Council in order to expand the culture, expand the consumption, expand the demand of this product, this fantastic product, which are the most important tasks that you have for the future now in the International Olive Oil Council?
Well, thank you for this compliment, and I confirm that as the only international organization in charge of this sector, we work daily on it, and the dissemination of information and statistics is a fundamental axis in our daily work. And as you know, we are here mostly for that, plus of course the tasks that everyone knows about the standardization, the development of the sector in our member countries. But I can already announce that the observatory, the famous World Olive Observatory, is in its last phases of implementation, and we hope to present it very soon. We have also, as you know, started a study of consumer behavior in several countries, member countries, and we hope to obtain good results that will be considered in our future guidelines. Our main objective is to inform about this production, about the quality, about the benefit, and to have more and more members to share in this international forum our interests.
Then the targets are more countries, of course, inside, and the second target or another targets in order to the information is fundamental. Yes.
Well, this is what I said, the dissemination of information, and also I think we have one short target. This is the observatory that normally it will start so soon, and normally we can inform all the world about this product, its benefits, and why we have to consume olive oil. Consumption, more members share the same objectives for the earth, finally, for the human.
In my opinion, they are the best targets. Very good. And then one more question. You are from Tunisia, and then the people maybe don't know that Tunisia is the second country in the world which more extension of olive trees has. And then now, in my opinion, is one of the key players, one of the most important key players between the 2 or 3 most important key players in the world. Sometimes the first one, for example, last season was the first one because its influence in the market was very capital, very important. And then now they are working in a special plan, in order to improve the current situation of the sector. What's in your opinion about the new position, and which role will play in the future your country, Mr. Ghedira?
Well, it's true. Tunisia has always been an important producer of olive oil and attaches great importance to this strategic sector. He's not the only one, of course, but I think it's very important in the political way, and it's very important for the economy of Tunisia. But I know that the fundamental principles are mainly to increase the production, of course, to reduce the annual variations, because we have so many variations. As you said, 1 year we are in Tunisia, they have a very good production, the next year it's very, so they work on it to improve the quality. And the most important that I know is the complementarity and good coordination with other exporting countries to continue to respond to the international demand. The case of Tunisia, I know it before and I confirm it now, is to work hand on the hand with the other producer countries, because we know that together we can enhance the demand, and the demand is here. We have to continue together. This is the global message that I receive usually from Tunisia, and I think we share it with the most important producers. And I know in our meeting of the advisory committee, who all the private sector meet together in the IOC 2 times per year, this is the point that they discuss usually, how to work together for the rest of the world. They need the olive oils. We represent only 3% of the vegetable oils. And
yes,
this is the main things, I think.
Looking for synergies and to create synergies.
Well,
it's fantastic.
To continue to create synergy. I know for the last year, one delegation from Tunisia, I know it because they come also here, they meet with all the producers from Spain, from Italy, from Greece, Portugal, and to share and to discuss together for the future, how can we play together, because this is a big market, and I insist, all this olive oil represent only 3% of the consumption. And we can work together to promote the demand, to increase the demand. And this is most important. We are not in conflictual situation between countries. It's a totally complementarity between the countries. And I see this point in this organization, because they meet here and we never have had a problem, because this is a total complementarity. And also I thanks a lot Spain, because Spain is a very important player, and also Spain shares this point of view, and he considers also that this is a total complementarity. And as you know, this is exchange of olive oil between those countries, and it's necessary to have this exchange. So it's very open, and finally this is a win for all the countries. And also to have a good quality is a thing, but I said that all the work on it to give a good quality to the consumers around the world.
Okay, fantastic. Now, in terms of demands, okay, talking about consumption, as you know perfectly, up to now, some countries like Italy, like Spain, like Greece, and so on, in the internal market, they have a problem of consumption. The consumption is not growing as much as we need to increase. Which one is the reason, and how are you thinking about we can improve this situation, please?
Indeed, and we have noticed that some large consumers have stagnated their consumption. Also Tunisia, I can confirm this is the same thing, and we discussed this point on the meeting of the advisory committee in 2018, I think, and we start. This is why we start this study of consumer behavior with, and I think they will give us more information about the significant points and why we have this stagnated. But we already know for the last year with the COVID effects, the consumption increased in these countries. So it's certainly because because of the return of the home kitchen that uses the best products for health. Really, Juan Villar, personally, I fear for our future generation with this new fast food diet. And I can tell you that now we have one international voluntary network of women. Voluntary, I said, and I know this network is in few countries, and their mission is to explain to the women and children around the world of the benefits of this product. Now, I think we have stagnation for sure. But we know that with the COVID, we have one very important modification. We will see it on our next report. But I know this is a concept of diet. If we have to go to the healthy diet, or if we have to continue with this fast food, and we know what is the consequence.
Yes. Now, for your information, we are filling in all the information that we are recovering for these 119 countries, and then the higher level of consumption per age, the age from 49 years until the end. Then the young people are not consuming olive oil up to now in these countries. You are totally right. We have to promote, we have to improve, we have to try to increase, to enlarge the consumption with these arguments. The diet is one of the most important, and the health, of course, Yes, 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 yes. And imagine that in order to increase the consumption, we have different vectors, different tools, different strategies, which, in your opinion, for example, the culture, the medicine, the gastronomy, which one, in your opinion, is the most important of if we have to combine in order to promote this international consumption? What's your opinion, please?
I think olive oil include all these aspects to promote, and the others such as environment, the preservation of the natural resources, the fight against desertification, the fair economy, and the support for employment in the agricultural area. So we have everything. It's no limit. And we once again emphasize its importance. And really, I want to thank the operators around the world for their patience and for the, now like I said, for the service they offer to the humanity, for our generation and for the future of the earth. So we are on this situation, and what I said now, I think that we are in one position with this globalization who we don't need to explain what is the benefit of the olive oil. It's clear, it's here. But how to give a good quality of olive oil to all the world? And this is the question of suppliers and of course of the cost to take these products. We are in this level. I agree with you also, Hanvila, when you said that in your study, and I'm waiting to see the results, because I'm sure the younger persons don't know what is the olive oil because this is a diet. But also we have one other thing. From one age, we consider more the health. As you know, now for us, for you, for me, it's very important because after 40, 45, we have more conscience with the importance of the health. And globally, we have this way. Before, we don't worry, we eat, but be careful, because we develop new diet, bad diet. And I know it in Jordania, because I saw what they made there. They return to the children. They return to the schools. They add in their program practice with olive oil. They offer a gift to the best students to plant his own olive tree in the school and to give it to the best student for the next year to continue to so it's important. This is for me important signal. It seems that we give this plant from one generation to one other generation. And the minister told me, we hope that one day we will have one minister here in Jordan. He returned to his school just to see his olive tree. This is a symbol of the importance of this culture in the culture, of course, as you said, for the health, of course, for the economic way, and also what I said, for the earth, for the environment.
Totally agree. One only for your information, another argument that we received from this study, one of the first informations, is that in the country in which the men consume more olive oil than the women, the men live more time than the women. And in the countries which the women consume more olive oil than the women live more time. It's very, 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 very nice. Very, very, very nice.
Of course, and it's true, as I said before, when they inform me that in one country, they add consumption of olive oil in the guidelines of the healthy. It's clear for me. So this is what I said. We don't need to explain. Just we need to work more and more for the quality and for the supply to reduce the price and to produce more. This is the most important thing. Of course, sometimes, and this is the free market, we have more production than consumption, but finally, look, as you remember the last year, we discussed about it and we have problems around the world about, but finally, where is this olive oil?
Yes.
It's consumed. It's totally consumed.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
It's a problem. I know it from Tunisia before. Sometimes say, oh yeah, of course. But I never saw one production of olive oil still in stockage and they don't buy it after 2 years. Never.
Totally agree.
It's not a big problem. We have to continue. And what I said, if I thanks the operators, because they consider, of course, there is a benefit, but they work for the humanity and for the earth.
Yes.
I consider they are soldiers for the humanity. So we have to consider this person, to support this person for that, what they do for us, for the future generations, and for the environment.
Yes, it's an evidence. The olive oil enlarge the life. It's an evidence. It's totally okay, Mr. Ghedira. I wish to you and your organization all the best in the future, and then a lot of success in your way, because your labor is very, 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 very important in the olive oil world. And then I hope that you and your team, you will do the same in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Juan Villar. Thank you for all. Thank you for this interview, and also see you soon. I hope in Expoliva in September. It will be the first most important event about the olive oil in presential, and we will have the opportunity to discuss together. And I hope we will close all these problems and COVID. And I want to congratulate also Spain, because our headquarters is here, for all the effort that they make to resolve this problem. And you know that now we start with the vaccine, and I hope that we will open our doors and we will continue to work normally in this region. Thank you again, Juan
I
Villar.
hope. All the best. I keep you posted about the consumption study, and we are getting in touch, okay?
Thank you.
All the best. Bye bye.